It is an era of turbulence, a time of uncertainty. The world is changing. Kingdoms emerge and prepare for war. Welcome to Fantasia.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Klautos, and welcome back to Fantasia, the series where I'm building an epic fantasy world in Minecraft all by myself. I want to thank you guys tremendously for clicking the thumbnail, checking out the video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be an absolute privilege to have you. We're here in the Valley of Patrons. It has been literally months since we've updated the Valley of Patrons, and we have quite a few updates here, okay? This goes back to, I don't know, November, I think? It was probably before November the last time we updated this. Anyway, we have several new patrons to add. Number one, we have JDMC right here at the Goblin level. We have Java Vampire. Also, I love that head. Little fangs right there. Very cool, dude. We have Ijimway, who subscribed on Twitch. And by the way, yeah, this goes for Twitch subscribers and YouTube channel members as well. So yeah, it's not just Patreon, you guys. Foxy Monoxide, good friend of mine right there. Thank you, Foxy. We have That Tuner Guy, fellow Vasteneer. We have Tyara Marie. I need your Java name so I can get your head up on the statue. And we have Old Greg. I'm Old Greg. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's all the new ones. I'm pretty sure I got everybody. I'm pretty sure. If I forgot, Patreon doesn't really make it easy sometimes. Anyway, if I forgot you, please let me know. Yeah, so I also went ahead and did something that I've been meaning to do for a very, very long time, and I added some more monuments because we have some elves and orcs to make monuments for. So we had Zerberu, and we had over here Nathan Eats Souls. With I love that statue. It totally looks like you're eating souls, dude. So, you know, the reason why I haven't really done the monuments is because I wanted to make each one of them different, but at the same time, I also just kind of want something simple that I can just pop in, because, I mean, it takes a long time to come up with something completely new and different. So I'm gonna go with this design. I really like it, and it's suitable. Now, these are all subject to change. If I come up with a better design, then I'll go ahead and change them all. Now, Nathan, you get the soul-eating one. You're the oddball. You're also the very first orc, so, you know, hey, you have a different one. But we have, over here, we have Old Greg. I gotta say your name like that, dude. I have to. I can't not. Thank you very much for your patronage. Thank all of you tremendously. Here we have Irmo79, and we also have Grim Optimist. Thank you guys so much for your patronage. I really appreciate it. This valley goes to all current and former patrons, Twitch subscribers, YouTube channel members. You know, people's financial situations can change from time to time, you know, so, you know, people drop off, you know, here and there, but that doesn't mean I'm destroying your statue or your monument or your statue. Those are in there forever. So, I mean, we're getting pretty full up in here. It's pretty awesome. You guys are kicking ass, and I really appreciate all of you so very much. And I really need to revamp this area. That's something I've been meaning to do for quite a while now. I mean, I still don't have a bridge over here connecting, going over the water. Anyway, I don't think we're going to do that today. I want to head on over to High Aracor, and I want to go over a couple things with you guys. All right, load in. Okay, here we are. Here we are back in High Aracor with our awesome, historically accurate castle. Mostly historically accurate. I mean, that's why there aren't fancy walls. It's just plain cobblestone, guys, because, you know, historically, that's what it would have been. So the whole point of this castle here is to be as historically accurate as possible within the limitations of Minecraft. Now, out here doesn't have to be historically accurate. This can be whatever the hell I want it to be. But the castle, I wanted a historically accurate castle with functional battlements and all that stuff. So in the last episode, it was the first one that we'd done in a while, and I did this. Now this is a monument to my father, who I lost on January 7. And it is a I can't think of the word. Drawing a blank, guys. It is a auditorium. Okay, so you guys saw this in the last episode here, right? So this is kind of the lobby and this and that. There's the main concert hall right here. My dad was a composer, a really, really good one. And I decided today I'm not going to do a comment of the day because all the comments on the last video are wonderful, and I couldn't just pick one. So, you know, today's comment of the day goes out to every single one of you who commented on that video. I really appreciate all your messages of support and all that stuff. You guys are awesome. So, thank you tremendously. The reception on that video was really, really something, and I appreciate it. So I came in here, and I decided that all of these roofs are too dark. There's not enough variation in them. You know, I kind of stick with the dark oak, and then that's it. And then I did this over here, and that's jungle wood, so it's kind of like a reddish brown with a dark oak trim. Now, normally, I am on team no trim. I don't like putting trim on my roofs because I think it looks tacky and cartoony, and I've just never been a fan of it. However, on a big build like this, I think it's permissible, and I think it helps because on a big build like this, it makes sense that whoever would build something like this, like if this were real, they would want all the adornments and all the fanciness going all over the place, you know. But for like a basic house or whatever, no. I am team no trim. However, I decided to break with that when I added these in here. Okay, so this is the same kind of roof as that. It's you know, the jungle planks with the dark oak trim, and I think it looks nice. Now I don't know if I want to keep the trim or if I want to get rid of it. I was kind of going back and forth. First I did it without the trim, then I added the trim in, and I'm just gonna leave it how it is for now. Maybe let it grow on me a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'll probably come in here and mess with these roofs a little bit. Maybe add some on these. You know, we have these dormers right here. Maybe these dormers could be jungle, you know, and then this one will stay the dark oak. So that's kind of how I did it over here, right? All of the roofs that were going this way, I made the jungle, and all the roofs going this way, I left them as dark oak. And I think it's nice. It kind of breaks up the monotone nature of those roofs, and I kind of like it. Now, I really wanted to use the spruce because, I mean, look at that color. That is an excellent roof color, in my opinion. However, I use the spruce for these, and I use it for these. So if I use it for the roof as well, it's not going to happen. So maybe on some future houses in this kingdom, I'll do some spruce roofs, and I'll just have to use oak or possibly dark oak for these supports here and stuff. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So what are we going to do today? Really what I wanted to do in this video was I wanted to go and finish the entrance to the Dwarven Kingdom and get that rolling because it's been a long time coming, and especially after the several month break I just took. It's like I really want to get back in there and build out that Dwarven Kingdom. And I have some work done on it, and it's coming along. However, I've decided that I'm going to hold off on building anything in the Dwarven Kingdom until 1.17. Now, why is that, you ask? Well, the answer is that in 1.17, we're getting another 64 blocks of build height, and we're getting another 64 blocks below, right? So we'll be able to go down... Why did I do that? What? Why? Why did I do that? Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Come on. What? There we go. Yeah. Another 64 blocks below. Now, the build height up top, that's not really going to have an impact on the Dwarven Kingdom because I already built that mountain. I'm not building it even more. Or maybe I will, but I won't tell you right now. But really the thing is the extra space down below, okay? The Dwarven Kingdom in particular can really benefit from an extra 64 blocks down. And that includes the entrance that I'm building. You'll see it when I come to it. You'll see the entrance. I mean, I don't want to give it away. I don't even want to tell you what the design looks like because it'll kind of spoil it. You know, I just want you guys to see it and be like, oh, it's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you waited till 1.17, Cloud Toast, because it's way better than it would have been otherwise. So that's what I was going to do in today's episode. The thing is how I'm not going to do that now. I kind of just started recording and I don't really have a plan. But I know one thing that I've needed to do for a very long time here in High Auricorn is fill out some of this area, right? I gotta get the, houses built like those, Now there's a word for these kind of houses that are stuck together, It's like one building, but several little buildings inside. There's a word for that, and I forgot what it is. Sue me. But I don't know that they're all going to be like that. Maybe some of them will. But I need to get that filled out. So, which means that I need to sort of look around here and plot out sort of places, I'm imagining down here, if you're like in the square, I'm imagining sort of the bigger buildings to be kind of on the outside and then the smaller buildings to be on the inside. Okay, now I don't know how accurate that would be, but I just think it would look cool if you're standing here and you're looking at this house right here, right? And, these aren't going to be tiny houses, but behind it you can see a roof from something even farther away, and et cetera, et cetera. So you look around and and it'll kind of be like that. And I might even do a bit of terraforming to bring the land up on the outside of this circle as well. Now, obviously I can't bring that up. I mean, I guess I could. I could, suppose, bring this up with a bit of world edit, just copy the whole thing, bring it up, and just elevate the land all around this kingdom so it's kind of like a bowl. You know what I mean? It'll be kind of bowl-shaped. And that would also be good from a defensive standpoint, because over here, like this is kind of going to be like the edge of the city, right? Right about maybe this area. Okay, maybe there's a gate here by this river, right? So if I brought the land up right here to maybe about as high as I am right now, and we'll have cliffs all around, right? I think that might be cool. There could be like a path coming up, and it comes up to the gate. Or maybe there's like a stairway that goes up to the gate or something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that, about elevating the land going around this whole city here. And I'm kind of on the fence. But I do know that I want to get some houses done around this area, right? Maybe we'll get like some shops, because this is like the central area of the kingdom. So this is going to be loaded with shops right here, right? Not really big shops, but we'll have a blacksmith, we'll have a foundry, a little one, we'll have maybe an inn right here, just all kinds of stuff. Maybe we'll have a clothing store right here, armor store here, weaponsmith, just those things kind of need to be around this point here, because this is kind of the trading area right here, right? So I'm gonna probably stare at this for about 20 minutes, maybe an hour. Sometimes I do that. I'll just stare at it until I see something in my mind's eye. And I'm not gonna go so far as to raise the land out there yet, I don't think. I really want to see what you guys have to say in the comments. Okay, give me some input, guys. Help me out. But yeah, let me take a gander at this, and we'll see what happens. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. No problems. There have been no problems today. I've done so much, yet I've done so little. If for those of you who have a keen eye, you might notice something is just a little bit different. Should I tell you what it is? Should I tell you? It's my cobblestone. It's my cobblestone. It's different. I lightened up the mortar that's in between the stones, so that it'll match better with stone and with the bricks. And it's just, you know, that's what I did. I believe it or not, I did no building. Well, almost no building since the last cut. I was looking around, and I was like, you know what? I really need to fix my cobblestone and make it match better with the stone. So that's one of the things I did. I did something else, and you're going to see it in just a second. But first, I got to show you this because it's awesome. So if we have, let's see, cobblestone, and we have stone, right? Watch this. Look at that. See it? It blends. Look how well it blends, right? I added overlays to it, right? So it looks like weathered and stuff like that, right? It blends very, very well. I posted a little thing about this on the Twitter, and so, you know, if we do like something like this, it kind of gives it like that weathered look, you know. It helps if you have all three. You know, I think it looks better if you have all three mixed in there. You know, something like that. So, I mean, obviously, you know, it's a little tiny bit, but I added overlays. So now the stone sort of blends over into the cobblestone a little bit, yeah? And the cobblestone matches the stone better. It's not so, this isn't so contrasty anymore. And, oh, I love it. I love it. So when I take it out, see this overlay right here? Watch this, it disappears. Boop. See, it's gone. There, now it's back. And that just helps to kind of blend them a little bit, you know, so you don't have these sharp boxes. I mean, you can still tell that they're squares, but it's a little smoother, right? Smoother. Seamless textures, right? Seamless, or as seamless as we can get. I'll tell you guys, Java, can't do that in Bedrock. You can't have cool textures like this in Bedrock, guys. Team Java for the win. Bedrock has its perks, you know. There are some things about Bedrock that I really like. But we won't get into that in this video. We're gonna go ahead and leave the castle here. Now, like I said, I didn't build anything, but I did something. And I think maybe I should just show you. I'll just show you what I did. So far, you're probably not noticing anything different, right? It all looks pretty much the same, but wait, where's the mountain? Where'd that mountain go? Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Don't ignore that sign. That was for me. So yeah, if we come down here, I decided to add these little platforms, right? And put some more buildings up there on those platforms, and then the stairs come down in between. But check out all these trees. And oh, you might have seen it, but where is it? Where is it? Where's the auditorium? It's over there now. Oh, it's by that mountain. It's right up there on that little hill. Look at that. Isn't that just the perfect place for it? Oh, it's so much better. So much better. I mean, I still got a little bit of terraforming to do around here and stuff like that. Have a cool, you know, roadway going up there right across the front. That'll be awesome to get that done. And so, yeah, everything's different. Look at this. It's all different. It's all different. So, what did I do since that last cut? I didn't build anything, right? But what the hell, Klautos? What did you do? What did you do? I'll tell you what I did. The castle used to be right there, right? this, right about here, was where that is. That was, right? It was right about here, okay? This is the mountain that was behind the tower before, right? I regenerated the chunks, so this is what the mountain actually looks like, right? I regenerated all of this. All of this. The castle used to come back to about here-ish. Somewhere in here, where it came out to. And I didn't like it. I was trying to come up with, like, how am I going to build out this kingdom? And I realized that that whole area that was right here, well, it's now over there, it was very, very flat in front of this mountain. Remember, all of this was flat? And the reason why it was flat was because I had made that kingdom and flattened all that out because in my old world, if you remember, this is not the original Fantasia world. This is the second one because the original world had custom terrain generation. So I had these super tall mountains and just weird terrain. So the swamp biome, what that ended up doing is making most of the swamp biome underwater. Okay, so all of this was a swamp biome in the original world, right? And so I didn't want to build in a swamp biome, but I really liked the mountains there, and I wanted to put a castle there. So I ended up filling up the entire swamp with flat land using world edit, and I just edited that in. When I switched worlds, I never saw what this landscape actually looked like. I never actually saw it because I just popped in the my rendered chunks with, I forget what the program I used, Chunky or something. I don't remember. I don't think it was Chunky. I think it was something else. No, it was NBT Explorer, and I just went in, I grabbed the regions that my world had already that contained the castle and stuff, and I just plopped it in before I ever opened up the world. And so I never actually saw this terrain here. And then that got me thinking, do I really want to just build willy-nilly without ever considering any kind of terrain? Sorry about these lag spikes, guys. I got my render distance way up. Let me bring it down. I had it up so you guys can see like the area and stuff. But now that you've seen it, let's bring it back down. So I took the entire kingdom, the castle, all this. I created a schematic, which you can do with World Edit, and I pasted it into a super flat. And then in that super flat, I got rid of all the garbage around the outsides of it, and then I made another schematic of it cleaned up, right? So then I came in here and I plopped it down about where I thought it would be, and it turned out pretty much perfect. So we have this river right here, and we have another river over there. We have all these trees. We have this kind of hilly terrain right here that we can use. Now I'm gonna have to world edit a lot of this, but some of this is just giving me ideas, guys. Like, check out this river here, right? This river comes right here, and it actually goes underneath this front area here. So what I'm thinking about doing is making that like a sewers, like an entrance to the sewers, right? And maybe under there, that's where the Thieves Guild will be, you know, which is, it's kind of weird that it's that close to the castle. But, I mean, maybe it's kind of a hub of the Thieves Guild, and they kind of like sneak in there and they can loot the castle or whatever. I don't know. But right there would be pretty cool. We'll get like a little archway right there, get like a gate there, and just turn this river into like a sewer, you know, like all their waste goes in this river. They don't care so much about the environment. And then I was thinking maybe right here we could have like some stairs kind of going down like this. Maybe something like that. We can really make this area look nice right here with this river, this water. Now I have to go all around and do a bit of terrain editing to get this looking good and stuff. But I've done this before, guys, when I moved my world over. It's really not that big of a headache. I'll tackle it, bit by bit here and there. Probably not all in one video like I did that last one. Man, that took forever. Here's a chasm right here, huh? That's pretty cool. I'll probably end up covering all this up because who cares? Who cares? So that's where I'm at. Now this tower, I don't know that I like it here anymore, guys. Now that we're out of that area and we have like this whole new area, like we have a lake here, right? I might even get rid of this whole thing and just regenerate this terrain, because this is a cool bit of land that comes out like that underneath that. And I don't know, I could incorporate it. Or I could just cover it all up and say to hell with it and I'll just build what I want. You know. But I'm thinking maybe this tower, if I were to take either this one or that one and bring it out like this far, something like that, I could fit that tower on top of this platform right here. You know, and it would be asymmetrical, and I'm totally cool with making things asymmetrical. This area here is almost completely symmetrical. Now the buildings are different, but they look pretty much the same, right? So I'm kind of okay with putting the bell tower just on one side, and maybe on the other side we'll have something else, you know? Maybe even like a bridge connecting them, kind of like how I have right here, right? I don't know, maybe, probably not, probably won't do that. But anyway, yeah, guys, between this, I mean, this was a lot of chunk regenerate, because when I pasted it in, it was from here all the way back to here. I had to regenerate all of these chunks in here, and then all of these chunks I had to regenerate too, because when I pasted it in, all of this was flat. All of this wasn't here. This was all flat from when I pasted it. So I had to go and regenerate all this stuff, and oh boy, and then put this in the right place. I really like the way that looks right up there on top of that hill. I might even make it just a little bit higher so that it's level with that right there. Or I could flatten that down. I don't know. Haven't decided. Yeah, so, you know, no building in this one, guys. No building. I kind of got carried away. You know, once you get on a train of thought, it's hard to jump off that train until you ride it to its destination. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I think I would do well to just move the kingdom over just a little bit, right? So if we look at our map here, I'll show you. Okay, yeah, this was where the kingdom was before. The castle was right about there. Now it's here. So I moved it from here to here. So, and then this tower was like up here. All this part of the mountain I carved out, and yeah, so now it's here, and this is what we're looking like now. So we have all this space here to fill up. We got all this space. I mean, I could make this kingdom however big I want to now. I'm not really limited. You know, I could have like houses and stuff all over this land and put a giant wall around the whole thing. I mean, it would take a very, very long time, guys. A really long time. But I'll probably clear out all these trees and just, I don't know, just start filling the place up with stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, I'm also thinking about the grass. Now, I want this to be more of a city than a town or a village. So I'm thinking, you know, having all this grass here the grass really isn't going to be a thing if we're in a city, like a medieval city. There's going to be some grass and greenery and parks and things like that. But really, we're going to need a floor kind of like this, you know, to put most of the stuff on. That would be a much better base to work off of, I think, than grass. Because I think the grass, it's like, once it's there, it's like, oh, you don't want to take up too much of it. You want to take up too much. And then once you build something, it's like, oh, I don't want to build out this way because it would cover up the grass and the grass looks nice there. No, get rid of the grass. Get rid of the grass and just build on something like that you don't care about. I think that might be the way to go. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be playing around with this in between episodes. I have no idea how much I'm going to get done. But I definitely have some flattening to do of some of this land here, smooth it around. I may get rid of all of this in its entirety. I might, I don't know. I haven't really decided yet, but it's nice to have a look at this kingdom with a new pair of eyes is kind of how it feels when you move it over a little bit. And now your castle and your kingdom is in a new environment, and it's like, oh, now you start getting different kinds of ideas. You start thinking differently about the whole thing. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty excited, guys. I'm pretty excited to see where this kingdom's gonna go. in the coming months. It's probably going to take me months to finish it, or who knows how long. And I still have all the other kingdoms to do too. God, so much to do. So little time. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video, you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out for a little while. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. It helps out my channel tremendously. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys in the next chapter of Fantasia. And until that time, be excellent to each other. And farewell.